Hello, my name is Giovanni Joel Poca Garcia, and I am going to talk about my favorite audio series, which is Jonathan's Diary. This series talks about a 15 years old boy who is trapped in the middle of the Third World War. In this fictional world, and due to this war, the government decides to use everything they have at hand to win this war. From nuclear weapons to chemical and geological attacks, this series is interviewed with another series, which is Hayden's Diary, in which he lives the same situation, see from another perspective, and from another geographical place. It explains the world in which the story takes place. Now, I will talk in a superficial way about the plot of the series. The story centers on Jonathan, a teenager who lives in the suburbs, a place far from the city, with his family. The problems begin when the news begins to talk about a possible world war. Observing the presenter quite nervous and scared. The days went by like this. Their parents were scared and you could they were nervous. Days later, with supplies at their house and joining with their neighbors to take care of the neighborhood, to avoid the hostile people who wanted to attack them. One day, when he was on duty, he managed to see mushroom-shaped explosion that was observed near to the city close to the suburbs. The explosion was so strong that the shock wave reached the suburbs and left him leaving him unconscious. When he woke up, he noticed that the atmosphere was even more tense. Mr. Gabriel, a neighbor from the suburbs, is the leader, the one who leads all the neighbors. All the neighbors go together more than usual and gathered supplies to be able to close in the best way. But a few days later, several rather-looking subjects arrived in the suburbs kidnapping a girl who was a part of the group. They were able to save her, but at the cost to stay in the house as a precaution since the subjects were not human. No longer. They no longer felt pain and attacked everything that moved or made sound. So they had to take care of them. But shortly after of the creatures appeared, that apparently were dogs that muted due the atomic bombs that were dropped nearby. These creatures had the ability to stretch their bodies and their calls from different types of forms, with which they can attack and hit their prey. But these have a weakness since they do not support the rise of the sun. They are going to get off there. They have to get off there. Resources are running out, and if they don't get out of there, they will end up tripping the lack of food and water. But there are two big problems. The subject we will now call zombies and dogs muted that we will call Cansplasmidus. Our protagonist suggests that they go out of town, burning the dirty grass, and we are welcome only in the place where there is sun. To avoid the Cansplasmidum, but something went wrong. A middle-aged Roman breaks her ankle when getting off the sailing, in which they were screaming very loudly and attracting the attention of the zombies. They all decide leave her there, since it would be very heavy and difficult to take her with them. But her husband stayed with them, both dying. Once they die for the zombies, a cloud was crossed and the conspirators pounced on them. But our protagonist did something that would change his way of thinking forever. They launched the babies towards them, so he could get off